The Jesuits are shaking their heads at us in complete and utter disgust. Complete disgusting on our part. My part, your part, all of our parts. Steve Fletcher's part, all of it. When you see what you're about to see, you'll see why. That they are just shaking their heads and saying, you dumbasses. You complete morons. All of us. It's embarrassing. It is embarrassing. Alright? Watch this. Okay, before we get to today's feature presentation, here is the end of the Super Bowl halftime show. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the best they'll show you. It's really hidden, but if you look at it closely, it says, Game over. Game over. When was the Super Bowl that everybody on planet Earth was expecting an event because they sent Trump to the Super Bowl to mess with your heads? When was everyone expecting the event at the Super Bowl? What did they do at the end of the halftime show? Real lightly, they put in there, game over. Game over. The game is officially over now. Watch this. This right here is the month of November. The month of November 2024. These are all the rituals that they went berserk on. They went absolutely nuts in November. They're literally telling you the month to look at is November, right? November 5th, obviously. Remember the 5th of November, they did the fake election. They, said Trump at midnight on 11/3 was the president, 11/6. Then on November 8th, they did all these assassination headlines that we had in advance. November 10th, they did Happy Father's Day on Saturday Night Live. And obviously zero's not a number. So on November 1st, YouTube even had a birthday cake. So we know this date, November 10th, is key. It's very important. Then on November 15th, they did Black Friday, a date we had in advance. November 17th, Biden okayed all the long-range missiles into Russia. November 21st, Putin shot off an ICBM and it went viral. Every MSM was talking about that date. November 27th, Biden said peace and safety, and obviously December 2nd and December 3rd declared martial law in South Korea. So all these dates right here went absolutely berserk in November. The date, the month we look at is the month of November. Remember the month of November, right? So the date we look at is obviously the date they gave you, November 5th. When is November 5th? Well, November 5th, technically November 5th is right here on the 6th. Why on the 6th? Because the 5th does not end until the 6th. You know that they mess with you. So you got to look at this date, November 9th, November 6th. November 6th is where it's at, 116, right? 11/6, 9/11 backwards. 116 is the date you look at. Why? Because that's the date that Trump went down on 5/6, right? 5/6. And the 5th doesn't end until November 9th. So that's the date you look at. Why are we talking about November 9th? When was the Super Bowl? The Super Bowl was on February 9th, right? February 9th when they said game over. Game over. Game over. But everybody was looking at February 9th. I'm like, dude, it's not February 9th. It's February 10th. February 10th, right? It's got to be February 10th. February 10th was a dud. I'm actually taping this in the morning of February 10th. It's going to be a dud because the Trump is back at the White House. But either way, so February 10th is a dud. Why February 9th and why February 10th? Everybody was looking at February 9th. I'm like, dude, it's February 10th. It's February 6th or February 10th. Look at this. Look at this, right? So on the Super Bowl, which was on February 9th, but it's this date right here. It's this date right here is the 9th. On the Super Bowl, they said game over. Game over. What was the score? The score was 4-2-2, 40-22, 4-2-2, right? 4-2-2. Remember 4-2-2, that was the score. And remember the month of November, right? If we remember the month of November, in October, in the month of December was obviously month 10. What happened in month 10? Now we talked about November. Let's talk about month 10. Month 10, this date right here, December 18th, Black Friday. Black Friday. What happened on December 21st? Nothing, but that was the winter solstice and the Mayan end of the world on 12/21, right? 12/21. If we're on 12/21 here, what are we on the other calendar? We're in Kislev. We are in Kislev. We're in month 9, right? When was the X on the Black Eyed Peas calendar? Right here on the 23rd. 2-3, 9-2-3. 9-2-3. When was 9-2-3? Kislev 23. When was 9-2-3? 9-2-3 on this calendar was technically, it was 9-2-2, 9-2-3. Was the 21st. The 21st. You see that? Do it again. 9-2-3, the X on the Black Eyed Peas calendar. This is when all hell breaks loose in Israel, right? So if we're using Israel time, in our time zone, that's actually the 22nd, right? November 25th, the 22nd, 9-2-5, Christmas. Kislev 25. When is Christmas? When is Christmas? Christmas is on, obviously, Kislev 25, right? Kislev 25. So Christmas, this is Kislev. Kislev means 9. It's a leap year. It's confusing. So on this date right here is when the X on the Black Eyed Peas on 9-2-3. But they gave you 9-2-2, September 22nd, midday. That's 9-2-5. Are we talking about this? Because pay attention. 9-2-2 over here. 9-2-2 over here was actually the 21st here. You see 9-2-2? Look at that, 9-2-2. The 21st, Shezvan 21. What happened on Shezvan 21? On Shezvan 21, what happened? Israel hit Iran. It was October 25th, Christmas. October 25th, Christmas. I'm like, dude, something goes down on this date because I had October 21st a month in advance. Nothing happened on October. After September 25th, after September 26th, I said, let's watch October 21st. Nothing happened on October 21st, but they pulled it on this 21, right? This is Friday night, October 21st. Check this out. Guys, check this out. So all hell broke loose on this date, October 21st, right? So if you look at October 21st, it was the 26th over there. October 25th was the Torah date 21. It was the 25th over there, or 26th over there. But over here, it was 9-2-3. 9-2-3. Once again, October 25th was the 21st night of September, October 25th, right? Because it was Tishri, so they called this the 21st night of September. When was it? Right here on the 25th, right? The 21st night of September. Okay? So that's when all hell broke loose on the 21st night of September. It was Shezvan 21, 8/21, right? Now watch this. Watch this. Why did they tell you at the Super Bowl? Why did they tell you game over? Why did they put all the coding at the Super Bowl, even sent Trump to the Super Bowl? Even on Drudge, between the lines, it said alert, high alert, or something about threat alert high between the lines on Drudge. They gave you the Super Bowl and they said game over. When was the Super Bowl? It was the 10th, but it was the 9th on our calendar. So we simply go to the 9th. What is the Julian? What is the Julian of February 9th, or February 8th? It's J26. But what else did they tell you about the 9th? What else they tell you about the 9th? Guys, 11, right? Look, 11, 9. We're in month 12 here, but on the other month, we're in Shezvan. We're in Shabbat. Shabbat means 5. This is your iPet Go market collapse war coverage day. On this date right here on February 8th. On February 8th, they played everything out. On February 9th with the Super Bowl. All the Black Sunday clothing, Bloody Sunday, sending Trump there to mess with your head, May Day, everything was on the Super Bowl. I'm like, dude, something goes down on February 5th. Nothing happened. It was the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, the Stupid Bowl, where the score was 4-2-2. 4-2-2. Check this out. What month, if we're in month 12 here, if we're in month Adar here, what month are we in here? We're in Shabbat. When was Shavat here? When was Shavat here? Shavat here on this calendar, on the Torah, was in January. January, right? Okay, so we have to be in January. When did all hell break loose in January? In month 11. Once again, all of it. When did Putin shoot off the IBM? On November 21st, right? November 21st, it was the 18th. The 18th. So we simply go to this month right here, 11. We go to November 21st, and look at that. It's the 22nd, the 21st night of September. November means 9. November 22nd, Abortion Day. January 22nd, Abortion Day, right? The Abortion Day. When would Wicked come out? On the 22nd. When did JFK get shot? On 22nd, 11/22. What month are we in right here? We're in month Shavat. Shavat means 11 and 5. 11 and 5. When did our buddy God, Morgan Freeman, that always plays God, when did he get sanctioned? When did he get sanctioned? He got sanctioned by Russia. He got released a list barred from traveling to the country of Russia. Okay, May 21st, 5/21, and they reported this on 5/22, right? And the timestamp in Eastern Time is 126/129. We'll get to September 26 in a minute, but 126 the timestamp, and he got sanctioned on mainstream news on 5/21, guys. 5/21. What is the date on February? February 21st. Look at February 21st. It's 5/21, right? But what does Shavat mean? Shavat means 5, and Shavat means 11. There's your September 23rd. There is your September 23rd. But they gave us the 2/22 at nauseum. Look at the date on February 21st. It's 2/22, right? It's 12/22, right? 12/22. Up there, see the 12/22. But when is the Mayan end of the world? The Mayan end of the world is at the winter solstice. Winter is coming on 12/21. That's why they gave you the 17th and 18th. The 17th and 18th nonstop. When did TikTok go dark? TikTok went dark on the 18th, on the night of the 18th, right? TikTok goes dark. TikTok goes dark. What happened on this 18th? November 21st. ICBM, right? What happened right here? 118. 118. When the Trump ritual had an advance. They said something with Iran and Trump. 118. What's 118? 118 is the 21st, right? The 21st. November 21st. So we simply go to this 21st date. What is with this 21st date right here? This date, February 21st, you're not going to believe this. Before we get to February 21st, let's finish with the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl had all that coding, Black Sunday, Bloody Sunday. You get everything with the Super Bowl, New Year's Eve, May Day. I mean, my God. The knocking on the door of Judgment Day, I won't pull up again, but the knocking on the door of Judgment Day was 5/10, May Day. That's why you had the 2 plane crashes the night before May Day. The plane crashes were the night before May Day. May Day was right here, 11/1, right? 11/1. Shavat means 11. So this was May Day, 11/1. But the night before was the 9th. So May Day, this is when the 2 plane crashes happened. The 2 plane crashes happened on the 29th, right on the eve of 11/1, and 0 is not a number. So 11/10, and the second plane crash happened on the same exact day, on the eve of J1, right? On the eve of January 1st. Over here was the second plane crash on the 29th, December 29th, was the second plane crash, and 6s are 9, so on the eve. So they're pointing you to this date, the 21st. Why did they give us all this 8-2-1 coding? 8-2-1. That's the 21st backwards. Oct 1-2-1. Oct 2-1. 1-2-1 backwards. January 21st. The 21st night of September. You get it? But look at this. Look at this. Not only did Morgan Freeman get sanctioned on that day, reported on the 22nd, on the night of the 21st, it was reported everywhere on the 22nd. See, the 22nd was when it was reported. Everywhere is reported on the 22nd, or the 23rd. 22nd or 23rd is when it was reported. 12/20, Unforgiven, right? Permanently barred with that 129 timestamp, just like in that New York Nuke PSA 129. They love this 129 code. What's 129? 129 is 921. If it's not 129, then it's 921. When was September 26th? September 26th in 2024 was 922. When did Israel get attacked? Israel got attacked on October 7th. It was 721. 7 minus 6 is 1. 121, right? But what does Sep mean? This was in month of Tishri, right? Look, month of Tishri, if I can find it. Month of Tishri, October 7th was Tishri. So it was the 21st. It was the 21st here, 921. It was October 6th here, it was October 7th there, right? 921, the 21st again, the 21st. And what does Tishri mean? Tishri means 1 and 7. Sept, 7, 921. November means 9. What month are we in? We're in month 11, Shavat, 921. So 921 is the 23rd, right? Shavat 23. Morgan Freeman got sanctioned on this day, 521. Why Morgan Freeman? God got sanctioned on 521. Israel got attacked on the 21st. The 21st night of September. It's a Sabbath. It's the winter. Pray your flight not be in winter nor on the Sabbath. When does winter start? Winter starts on 12/21, right here. Pray your flight not be in winter on the Sabbath. What is our month? Our month is 2. There's your 222. But how is it 5/17 and 5/18 and the rest of it? How it's 5/17 is right here. If you go to this month, right here, the 21st is the 18th. There's your 5/17 and 5/18. But what about all the 5/6 coding they gave you on the movie, on the iPad Goat and market collapse war coverage and the Google glitch saying that Iran war will start on this day, on the 18th? There's your 5/18 right there, right? 5/18. What did they do? They're going to the Julian of the 9th, the Julian of the 9th, right? The Julian of the 9th, 13 days later, is the 21st. So let's go to the 21st here. The 21st and 22nd here. It's the 22nd. There it is, May 22nd. When was May 22nd? May 22nd and May 23rd, right here, this date right here, May 22nd, May 23rd, was the 222nd day of the year. 222, right here, 222, right? And the date on February 21st is 222 on the other calendar, 222. But when did all the wars begin? The Ukraine War, World War I, and World War II all started on 68 date numerology. The date numerology of the 21st is 68, right? 68. From the day they announced Trump as the president on November 6th to the 21st, 107 days. 17, the good old 17 days. 107. From the day Trump took his oath to this date, if we include the day, 33 days. 33 days. Come on, guys. 33 days, because it's going to be the night, Friday night, the Sabbath, right? The 21st. 33 days in office, and they take him out. Give me a break. And it's the 68 date numerology. Give me another break. And how many days from the Israeli war to this date? 503. The good old 5-3, Fifth Third Bank, Barbie, Oppenheimer on 5-3 came out on July 21st, which was 5-3. By the way, they came out on July 21st. Just thought of that. July 21st, just like this date. July means 5-2-1, the same day of Oppenheimer and Barbie. Oh my God. And why is there hearts on the iPet Goat chalkboard pointing to Valentine's Day? Look at the date on May 21st and 22nd. Like I just said, it's our 21st. It's the 22nd on the date, right? The 22nd. It's Valentine's Day. Why is Valentine's Day important? Nothing's going to happen on Valentine's Day, but why is Valentine's Day important? Because it's on the iPad Go chalkboard, but it's the 22nd and 23rd. Look, okay? Look at the date. Look at the date on February 21st. It's the 23rd, right? Our 21st, the 23rd, and the 22nd. So 21, 22, and 23, right? So It's the 22nd and 23rd. Okay. What is the 22nd and the 23rd? Valentine's Day. IR means 214, right? And 215. Look at this. The very beginning of I Pet Goat. What is that? That's a dog and that's a goat. That's a dog and a goat. Why is Valentine's Day on the I Pet Goat chalkboard? Why is that dog and goat there? Lupercalia was an ancient pagan festival held each year on February 15th. Valentine's Day shares his name with the Christian saint. Historians believe the holiday is actually an offshoot of Lupercalia. What is Lupercalia? Well, you can go read about it by yourself. I showed this before. But Lupercalia is the sacrifice of a goat and a dog. A goat and a dog. Exactly on the I Pet Goat on the I Pet Goat chalkboard, you see the hearts, and then at the very beginning, you see a dog and a goat. So the question is, how does it connect to September 26th? Sep 26, 921, 1121, right there. September 21st, right here, the 21st night of September into the 22nd. When did Israel get hit? On the 21st night of September. When does Babylon get hit? On the 21st night of November. November means 9, right? Shabbat, 521. That's why Morgan Freeman got sanctioned there. That's why you have all that November 23rd coding. It's 921, 922, and 923 on the same day. October 7, 2023 to May 15, 2024, the date in the movie Knowing, 222 days. Google glitch. Iran war starts on 5/6. That's 5/9. Game over. February 9th. The Julian of February 8th, which was the 9th I just showed. Guys, the Super Bowl was on February 9th, but it was the 10th, right? So this date, February 8th, was the 9th. The Julian of this date, 13 days later, is the 21st. This is why they always show you the 222. So they're obviously not going to do it on February 22nd. They're going to do it on February 21st, the 68 date numerology, the connection, the rest of it. Nobody wants to wait this long, but this is what you have to wait for. You're going to see Fletcher and the rest of the boys, pick every day from now until the 21st, but nothing's going to happen until this date. This is the watch date, the 21st. There's too many connections, too many codings. It's got to connect to September 26th. It's got to connect to September 23rd. It's the 21st night of September. Pray your flight not be in winter, nor on the Sabbath. 12, see the 12? 12/21, the Mayan end of the world. And why do you think we got 121 here with Doc Brown? 121. We're still in Shabbat. Shabbat on the Torah was in January. 121 gigabytes. I'll be back. And that's why we have Terminator Judgment Day on 2/14. 2/14. So, when did we say, when was in the movie Knowing? May 15th, 5/6. All we do is go to this May 15th right here. See May up there? May 15th right here. May 14th, May 15th, the 23rd, right? 5/23, 11/23. I just said it's the 23rd, 22nd, and 21st, right? So it's 3/13. What's 3/13? 3/13, see, 3/13. What is 3/13? 3/13 is when the U.S. was declared a national disaster, the entire country, on 3/13, right? 3/13. Why did they give us the 5th of November? Why did they say, remember the 5th of November? Because November 21st, the day we're looking at, is Shezvan 20, 8/2, right? If we go to 8/2, not only is 8/2 our Elul 29 day we talked about in the last video, but 8/2, 9/2, November 2nd, is also the 5th. You get it? So the 20th on 9/21 is right here, exactly November 5th, on the dot. 9/2, the 21st, 11/21, is exactly November 5th. When did Beirut get bombed? Beirut got bombed in exactly July 30th. Look at that date, 5/23. 5/23, the exact date on November 21st, right? November 23rd, 5/23, 11/23, September 23rd, the gates of hell open, the exact day. And that's why we kept saying July 10th, July 10th. That's why they gave us this July 10th coding at the Super Bowl. It was February 9th, but it was actually 5/10 on the date. That's why the Super Bowl was nuts with all this coding, and they said game over. When is the game over? The game over is right here on July 10th, 5/10. When's 5/10? It was on the Super Bowl. But when's 5/10? Right here on 5/2/3. See, zero's not a number. So the 30th is what they gave us. We have to be in the month of July. We got to stick with this month 5 in order to figure this out. And this is the date. This is the date. It's a 68 date numerology. It's the 222. It's the 21st night of September. It's winter and the Sabbath. It's exactly 13 days after February 8th, which was the 9th, which is why Trump was at the Super Bowl, like I said. And this is why Trump walks out. When is he going to walk out? He's going to walk out on 4/22, the month of January, January 22nd. January was Hebrew month 4, 4/22. He's walking, baby. He's walking out. See ya. Sayonara, suckers. He's not technically walking out. He's getting fake taken out. But he's going to the other side of the ice wall. The eagle will burn. The eagle will burn 13 days after February 8th. The 21st night of September. Pray your flight not be in winter nor on the Sabbath. Mother's Day is 5/12. What's 12 backwards? It's 5/2/1. Mother's Day, Super Bowl, and the rest of it. And this is why Homer is sitting around a bunch of burning buildings on January 20th. On January 20th, Homer's sitting around a bunch of burning buildings. Look at the date on January 21st. It's the 20th. 112. And when we say 112 is, remember the 5th of November on the 21st. Let's finish with this. Here's the NASDAQ right here, right now, the NASDAQ. This is the 10th, right? This is entirety. See 2025 down there? It's the entirety of 2025. You can ask a 3rd grader, a 5th grader, or even a kindergartner. What's next? What's next? It goes up a little bit more, right? Hits that top of the box and flies right back down. It's been in this box all of 2025. So does it go up and down? Does it hit this box early in, the next day or two? And then it's on the bottom on the 21st? Either way, we're waiting until the 21st, but the NASDAQ has been in this box the entirety of the year. This is a consolidation box right here. So on the NASDAQ, back and forth. And Scam Coin is still at 100. They're going to pull this thing when nobody sees it. Nothing's ever going to happen, as people are going to say. World War III starts on 5/17, they said. 5/17. 11 minus 6 is 5, right? When is 5/17? Right here. 11 minus 6 is 5. When is 5/17? It's 326, right? 923, 1123. There's your 5/17 right here. 1123, 923, the exact date on November 21st. Wake me up when September ends. There's the 21st right here. May 30th, May 3rd, 5/3. That's why you got Fifth Third Bank and the rest of it. It's the day we're watching. You got to go through the signposts. You can't handle it, don't watch. Bottom line is, everyone's going to pick every day from here until then. You got to wait 12 more days. This is when it's at. The market's showing it. Everything's showing it. Doc Brown is showing it. The California fires are showing it. Everything's showing that July 30th is the day. And when is July 30th? July 30th is precisely on 5/23, played out on 5/21, and there's your 28, 7/28, 5/21, 7/28, right here. We got to be in the month of 5 in order to figure this out. The month 5 is right here. If it's not the Super Bowl and 5/9, we have to go to the date right here, 5/21. That's the day, 5/21, 3/21, tick-tock, tick-tock. Guys, as you can probably tell, I'm trying to end this video, but I can't. February 24th was the start of the Ukraine war, right? But it was the 23rd here. What is the date? What is the date on the 21st of February? The 21st of February is right here. Shabbat 23, 11/23, 2/23. The exact date of the start of the war, right? And once again, the most important part, the Black Eyed Peas calendar. The Black Eyed Peas calendar, right? The Black Eyed Peas show the 23rd. The 23rd. When is the 23rd? The 23rd, exactly in November. In our month November was exactly that day, Tuesday, 9/23, 11/23. What is Shabbat? Shabbat is 11. 11/23 precisely, right here. 11/23 precisely on the 21st. Circle back.